Hello everyone. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects millions of people, a condition you've definitely heard of, diabetes. Think of your body as a very busy car. To keep that car running, you need fuel. For us, that fuel comes from the food we eat, which our bodies turn into a type of sugar called glucose. Glucose travels in our blood, ready to power every single cell, from our brain to our muscles. It's the essential energy that lets you think, walk, and even breathe. This process is happening inside you right now. A constant, amazing system designed to keep you going strong every single day. Now, for that glucose fuel to get from your blood into your cells, you need a special key. That key is a hormone called insulin. Insulin is made by an organ called the pancreas, and its job is to unlock your cells so they can take in the glucose and use it for energy. When this system works perfectly, your blood sugar levels stay nice and balanced. Not too high, not too low. It's a beautiful dance of biology, a perfect partnership between your food, your blood, and your cells, all orchestrated by the very important hormone, insulin. This balance is crucial for your overall health and vitality. Diabetes happens when there's a problem with this key and lock system. In type 1 diabetes, your body's own defense system mistakenly attacks and destroys the cells in the pancreas that make insulin. This means you don't have the key at all. In type 2 diabetes, which is much more common, your body either doesn't make enough insulin or the cells have become resistant to it. It's like the locks on your cells have become rusty and the insulin key can't open them properly. In both cases, the result is the same. Glucose can't get into the cells. So, what happens to all that glucose? It gets stuck in your bloodstream, just floating around with nowhere to go. This causes your blood sugar levels to rise much higher than they should be. Over time, having too much sugar in your blood can be like having rust in your car's engine. It can cause serious damage to many parts of your body, including your heart, your kidneys, your eyes, and your nerves. That's why understanding and managing diabetes is so incredibly important for a long, healthy, and vibrant life. It's about getting that fuel system back in working order. Your body is incredibly smart, and it often sends you signals when something isn't quite right. With diabetes, these signals can be subtle at first, but they are important clues. One of the most common signs is feeling thirsty all the time, no matter how much water you drink. This happens because the excess sugar in your blood pulls fluid from your tissues, leaving you dehydrated. This constant state of thirst is your body's way of crying out for more water to try and flush out the extra sugar. A desperate attempt to restore balance within your system. At the same time you're feeling so thirsty, you might also notice that you're running to the bathroom much more often than usual. This is directly connected to the thirst. Your kidneys are working overtime to filter out all that extra glucose from your blood. The only way they can get rid of it is through urine, which is why you have to go so frequently. You might even find yourself waking up multiple times during the night. This isn't just an inconvenience. It's a clear indication that your body is struggling to manage its internal environment and is working hard to expel the sugar overload. Another key symptom is feeling very hungry, even if you've just eaten a full meal. This might seem strange, but it makes sense when you remember the key and lock problem. Your cells are not getting the glucose fuel they need to function. They are essentially starving for energy. So your body sends powerful hunger signals to your brain, telling you to eat more in an attempt to get that much-needed fuel. It's a vicious cycle. You eat more, your blood sugar goes up, but the cells still can't access it, so you continue to feel hungry. All of this hard work your body is doing can leave you feeling exhausted. Unexplained fatigue is a huge red flag for diabetes. Your body is being deprived of its primary energy source, and it's also working overtime to deal with high blood sugar. You might feel tired, weak, and just generally run down without a clear reason. Other signs to watch for include blurry vision, cuts or sores that heal very slowly, and tingling or numbness in your hands or feet. These are all messages from your body that you need to pay attention to. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms we've talked about, the next step is a simple one. Talk to your doctor. You are your own best health advocate, and sharing your concerns is the first move toward getting answers and taking control. Your doctor will listen to your symptoms and will likely suggest a few simple blood tests to see what's going on with your blood sugar levels. These tests are easy, quick, and give a very clear picture of how your body is handling glucose. Don't be afraid to make that appointment. Knowledge is power. The most common test your doctor might use is the A1C test. Think of this test as a look back in time. It doesn't just measure your blood sugar at one single moment. Instead, it gives an average of your blood sugar levels over the past 2 to 3 months. It does this by measuring the percentage of blood sugar attached to hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen. A higher A1C percentage means your blood sugar has been consistently high. It's a fantastic tool because it provides a bigger picture view of your health. Another test is the fasting plasma glucose, or FPG test. For this one, you will be asked not to eat or drink anything except water for at least 8 hours before the test. Then, a sample of your blood is taken to measure your glucose level. When you haven't eaten, your blood sugar should naturally be lower. If your fasting blood sugar is high, it tells your doctor that your body isn't managing glucose properly, even without the immediate influence of a recent meal. It's a straightforward snapshot of your baseline blood sugar control. Finally, there's the oral glucose tolerance test, or OGTT. This test is a bit more involved. First, your fasting blood sugar is measured. Then, you'll drink a special sugary liquid. Your blood will be tested periodically over the next 2 hours to see how your body responds to that big dose of sugar. It shows doctors how effectively your body moves glucose from the blood into the cells after a sugar challenge. No matter which test your doctor chooses, getting a diagnosis is not a scary endpoint. It's the starting point of a new, empowered journey to manage your health. When people hear the word diabetes, one of the first questions they ask is there a cure? As of today, for type 1 and type 2 diabetes, there is no definitive cure. However, this is absolutely not a reason to lose hope. In fact, it's the opposite. While we may not have a magic pill, we have something even more powerful: the ability to manage and even reverse the progression of type 2 diabetes through lifestyle changes. For many, this means they can live long, healthy, and fulfilling lives with their condition well under control. It's about management, not defeat. The single most powerful tool you have in your toolbox is your diet. What you put on your plate has a direct and immediate impact on your blood sugar. The goal is to eat foods that give you steady energy without causing big spikes in glucose. A great way to start is by using the plate method. Imagine your dinner plate is divided into sections. Fill half of your plate with non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, spinach, salad greens, and bell peppers. These are packed with nutrients and fiber but low in carbs, so they have very little effect on your blood sugar. Now let's look at the other half of your plate. Divide it in two again. In one of those smaller quarter sections, put your lean protein. This could be grilled chicken, fish like salmon, beans, or tofu. Protein helps you feel full and satisfied, and it also helps stabilize your blood sugar levels, preventing those sharp peaks and valleys. In the final quarter of your plate, place your healthy carbohydrates. Choose whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or whole wheat bread. These are digested more slowly, leading to a more gradual rise in blood sugar. It's also about what you drink. Sugary sodas, sweetened iced teas, and fruit juices can send your blood sugar soaring. The best choice is always water. If you want some flavor, try infusing it with lemon, cucumber, or mint. Managing diabetes is a marathon, not a sprint. By making smart, consistent choices with your food, staying active, and working with your healthcare team, you are taking charge. You have the power to control this condition and live an amazing, energetic life. You can do this.